Good morning. The Friday, March the 1st, 2024 regular City of Knoxville Public Officer hearing is called to order at 9:32 a.m. I'm Nicholas Bradshaw, the public officer designated by the mayor as described in the Code of Ordinances, Article 6, unfit buildings, and charged with addressing properties in the city that are out of compliance with the adopted codes of the City of Knoxville. The adopted codes include the 2018 editions of the following: International Fire Code, Building Code, Residential Code, Plumbing Code, Mechanical Code, Fuel Gas Code, Existing Building Code, Energy Conservation Code, Swimming Pool and Spa Code, Property Maintenance Code, and the 2017 edition of the National Electric Code. The public officer is authorized to hold hearings, administer oaths and affirmations, examine witnesses, and receive evidence, and issue orders as a result of his findings in determining the condition of buildings that are dangerous, unfit, and injurious to the health and safety of the occupants and/or public. The procedure for the public officer is as follows. Each case will start with a report and presentation of evidence by officers representing various city departments. Today, this will primarily consist of, but is not limited to, evidence presented by Mr. Scott Elder, Neighborhood Codes Enforcement Manager for the City of Knoxville. Mr. Elder is employed by the City of Knoxville and is certified as a property maintenance and housing inspector. Following the city's report and testimony, the owner or owners and/or their legal counsel, as well as any members of the general public, will be given an opportunity to respond. The public officer has the authority to limit this time as per his discretion. Today's agenda will be modified to hear the cases of property owners present at this time and in the order signed up as you enter the hearing room. We make this accommodation to minimize any inconvenience to the owners and members of the public here today. For those actively participating in today's meeting, thank you. Your involvement and active appreciation your involvement is appreciated very much. All right. As per legal counsel, I need to read the following notice of demolition into the record. For orders issued by the public officer, please be aware that just obtaining permits and starting rehabilitation of a structure does not invalidate the city's power to take corrective action, such as demolition of a dangerous structure, regardless of the amount of work performed by the owner. All orders are still in effect if the rehabilitation work has not been completed and the structure has not had all final inspections approved within the time provided by the order, or by an extension if one has been granted. Remember, if rehab is not fully complete or an extension is not in place, the structure may be demolished after the order time is expired or after any prior written extension of time has expired without any further notice given to the owner. All right, are there any questions before we start, before all participants are sworn in? There is a swearing in of participants. All individuals testifying today will need to be sworn in. If you're testifying today, please raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God? Ms. Burke, please advise me if any individuals who arrive late need to be sworn in mid-hearing. All right, well, we will start on our agenda today. All right, Ms. Burke, what's our first item of business?
4600 Alta Vista Way.
This property was originally inspected on December 6th, 2023. It's an existing structure, as you can see in the pictures, that is unfinished. This structure was constructed without any permits or inspections, and therefore the integrity, that's a good picture there, the integrity of it's considered to be unsafe. It's just got no inspections on it. The property's been left open and unsecured for many months. The city has gone in and boarded it, and there's currently no open or valid construction permits pending for this property. So we're recommending a 120-day repair demolition order for this property.
All right. I assume there's no one signed up to speak on this one. I do find that the structure at 4600 Alta Vista Way is out of compliance with the codes of the City of Knoxville. an attractive nuisance, and is dangerous and injurious to the health and safety of the occupants or public. And I so order the owner to repair or demolish the structure at 4600 Alta Vista Way within 120 days. If the owner fails to take corrective action, the structure may be placarded as unfit for human habitation and vacated and closed, and the city may cause the immediate repair or demolition of the building, with the cost of such corrective action being a lien and collected as provided in city code. What is our next item?
1605 Bay Street.
This property was inspected on originally on July 30th of 2012. However, on February 12th of this year, I requested an emergency repair demolition order. This is a request for a confirmation of that order. The request was based on the ongoing vagrancy and the deteriorating conditions, as you can see in these photos. Multiple notices have been issued to this owner without any response. City's boarded this building, but folks keep coming back there to stay, even though that they're boarded. So there's evidence of folks living there, staying on the porch, taking down our boards, and it's become a real concern for the neighborhood and a blight, as you can see there. So we're requesting a confirmation of that February 12th, 2024 emergency order.
All right. Okay, I affirm the finding that the structure at 1605 Fay Street is out of compliance with the codes of the city of Knoxville, an attractive nuisance, and is dangerous and injurious to the health and safety of the occupants or public. And therefore, I affirm the existing emergency order to repair or demolish the structures at 1605 Fay Street. If the owner fails to take corrective action, the city may cause the immediate repair or demolition of the building, with the cost of such emergency repair or demolition being a lien and collected in the same manner as provided in city code. Next item.
5801 Lucille Lane.
This property was originally inspected on November 2nd of 2023. It was found to be vacant and unsecured. It's dilapidated on all facades. The roof and foundation have collapsed in some areas. There's a couple of pictures in there. There's the foundation collapsed on one side. There's another picture of the roof there that's collapsed. Structure's been overgrown with vines and brush, and there are no valid construction permits open at this time. So we're requesting a 90-day repair demolition order for this property.
Okay, I do find that the structure at 5801 Lucille Lane is out of compliance with the codes of the city of Knoxville, an attractive nuisance, and is dangerous and injurious to the health and safety of the occupants or the public. I order the owner to repair or demolish the structure at 5801 Lucille Lane within 90 days. If the owner fails to take corrective action, the structure may be placarded as unfit for human habitation and vacated and closed, and the city may cause the immediate repair or demolition of the building, with the cost of such corrective action being a lien and collected as provided in city code. Next item.
The boarding on 1605 Bay Street.
This property was inspected on 11/9/23 and boarded on 11/29/23. We're just requesting approval for the boarding charges associated with that service.
All right, I approve the boarding action taken by the City Public Service Department and affirm the charges related to the corrective action for the structure at 1605 Fay Street due to the building being an attractive nuisance and dangerous and injurious to the health and safety of the community, being open and accessible to children and members of the general public. Any other business? Being no other business brought before the public officer on this day, the hearing is adjourned at 9:41 a.m. Thank you.